Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Theruni Karunaratna. As always, we're coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. This morning too, we're ready to bring you details of all the top stories from both here at home and around the world. Stay tuned with us. We have all the news in detail. As always, we start off with news here at home. A woman was killed and 6 others were injured in an accident that occurred early this morning on the Southern Expressway. Police said the incident took place between the Galanigama and Kahaturwe interchanges when a van travelling from Gaul towards Kadivatha collided with the rear of a lorry moving ahead. At the time of the accident, 8 people, including the driver, were travelling in the van. According to the police, 4 of the injured were admitted to the Homagama hospital, while 3 children were transferred to the Kalubovila hospital. Police further confirmed that the 35-year-old woman from the Veerapana area, who was among those admitted to the Homagama hospital, had succumbed to her injuries. With that, let's move on to sports news this morning. In sports, it's cricket. Sri Lanka registered the second win of the 2025 Men's T20 Asia Cup Cricket Tournament after defeating Hong Kong by 4 wickets in Dubai. Winning the toss, skipper Sirasa Lanka opted to bowl first. Hong Kong's innings saw their first wicket fall at just 41 runs. Zishan Ali contributed 23 runs, while Anshi Rath produced a spirited 48. The standout performer was Nizakat Khan, who top scored with 52 of 38 deliveries. For Sri Lanka, Dushmantha Chamera claimed 2 wickets, while Banindu Hasaranga and Dasun Shanaka picked up 1 wicket each. Hong Kong closed their innings at 149 for 4. In reply, Sri Lanka's chase began with Pathum Nissanka and Kusal Mendes. Mendes was dismissed early for 11, while Kamil Mishara added 19. Nissanka anchored the innings brilliantly, smashing 68 of just 44 balls, including 6 fours and 2 sixes. Chasing 150, Sri Lanka reached the target in 18.5 overs, finishing at 154-6, securing a 4-wicket victory. This win strengthened Sri Lanka's position in the group stage as they continue their campaign in the Asia Cup 2025.
And finally, they get home. A very good win, you'll have to say, because they were made to work very, very hard.
Let's move on to more local news this morning. Sri Lanka Customs has generated record revenue over the past few months, exceeding its collection targets. According to Customs, revenue in the month of August alone amounted to 244 billion rupees, well above the monthly target of 190 billion rupees. In July, revenue reached 231 billion rupees, while in June, the department collected 200 billion rupees. Altogether, Sri Lanka Customs has earned 1,471 billion rupees during the first 8 months of this year. Officials noted that this marks a significant increase compared to the corresponding period last year. Now, Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Livestock Namal Karunaratne says that there is no possibility of a rice shortage in the country. Speaking at a media briefing held at the Department of Agriculture in Gannorua, the Deputy Minister said that measures will be taken against groups attempting to create an artificial shortage of Kiri Samba rice. He explained that the harvest from the previous season remains available, while the current season's harvest is already being collected. According to the Deputy Minister, 47,500 metric tons of rice are currently in storage, including sufficient stocks of Kiri Samba. He further noted that government warehouses hold more than 12 million kilograms of paddy. The Deputy Minister stressed that certain groups are deliberately attempting to create an artificial shortage. He added that the Consumer Affairs Authority is conducting investigations into the matter and that necessary legal action will be taken. On to more local news now. The Western Province North Crimes Division informed court that a suspect known as Disanayaka Devage Disanayaka, alias Pasdeva, believed to be a close associate of organized criminal Kehel Padme, who was arrested in Indonesia, is being held for 90 days for questioning. The Crimes Division told Colombo Additional Magistrate HDDJ Premaratna that the suspect is being detained and interrogated under the Prevention of Terrorism Act with the approval of the Secretary to the Ministry of Defence. A B report was also filed in court regarding the suspect. Police further informed court that Pasdeva is not only linked to underworld activity but is also engaged in drug trafficking as an associate of Kehel Padme. Investigators told court that during interrogations, Pasdeva had revealed information leading to the discovery of 440 grams of narcotics and several live bullets hidden in a hotel in Gampola, which had reportedly been owned by Kehel Padme. Up next is your weather news for this morning. Now issuing a heat weather advisory, the Met Department says that the heat index or the temperature felt on human body is likely to increase up to the caution level at some places in the northern, north central, eastern and northwestern provinces and in the Colombo, Gampaha, Hambantota and Monaragala districts. The department urges the general public to drink adequate amounts of water and to take rest in shaded areas whenever possible. It is also advised that special attention should be given to the elderly and those with existing health conditions during this period. Now, several luxury vehicles were damaged yesterday evening when a tree was uprooted by heavy rains and strong winds near the Department of Agriculture in Gannorua, Peradeniya, Kandy. Our Newsfirst correspondent reports that vehicles belong to a group attending a program at the Information Technology Institute of the Department of Agriculture in Gannorua. The vehicle sustained severe damage as a result of this incident. The fallen tree was later removed with the intervention of officials from the Department of Agriculture. Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology says that showers can be expected in parts of the western, Sabaragamua and northwestern provinces as well as in the districts of Gaul, Mathura, Kandy and Nuwara Eliya. The general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. Coming up next is international news for this morning. Around 1,000 families were displaced on Monday after a massive fire swept through a densely populated residential area of Manila, the capital of Philippines, over the weekend. The Bureau of Fire Protection National Capital Region confirmed there were no casualties from the blaze, which began late Saturday night and left rows of homes reduced to ashes. Residents returned to the site to search through debris for anything salvageable. Some even said they were collecting scrap to earn money for food and basic needs. Footage of the scale of the fire was shared by the Manila Public Information Office, which said the fire had been brought under control. Meanwhile, a basketball gym had been converted into an evacuation center, but space is limited for the large number of affected families. Others were forced to camp on roadside islands surrounded by traffic. Many said they have no relocation site available and plan to return once they receive assistance to repair their damaged homes. 3 people are said to have been injured from the fire. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. On to more international news now. US and Chinese officials said on Monday that they have reached a framework agreement to switch short video app TikTok to US-controlled ownership that will be confirmed in a Friday call between US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. The potential deal on the popular social media app, which counts 170 million US users, was a rare breakthrough in months-long talks between the world number 1 and number 2 economies that have sought to diffuse a wide-ranging trade war that has unnerved global markets. After a meeting with Chinese negotiators in Madrid, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said a September 17th deadline that could have disrupted the popular social media app in the US encouraged Chinese negotiators to reach a potential deal. He said that the deadline could be extended by 90 days to allow the deal to be finalized, but declined to discuss specifics of the deal. Bessent said when commercial terms of the deal are revealed, it will preserve cultural aspects of TikTok that Chinese negotiators care about. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
We have a framework for a TikTok deal. The two leaders, President Trump and Party Chair Xi, will speak on Friday to complete the deal, but we do have a framework for a deal with TikTok. When the leaders have mutual respect, then the delegations have mutual respect. We had very good discussions. We preferred to keep the discussions on TikTok. We will be holding trade negotiations in about a month, again, at a different location. But we talked about many things that we might do in the future.
And that's all the news we have for you this morning. Thank you for joining us today. Do join us tomorrow as well for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.